Hello everyone and welcome back. Well, today, as you saw in the thumbnail, we are serving up my entire Louis Vuitton collection, not just monogram, everything I have, SLGs, everything, with a huge dash of honesty. So stick around. Hi everybody and welcome back. Well, yes, today we are doing my entire Louis Vuitton collection and it is with a dash of honesty. And what I mean by that is I'm going to tell you, first of all, I'm going to go through my best to worst, and then I'm going to do them in two categories. I'll start with the SLGs and then I'll run into the handbag section. And I'm also going to recommend to you what I think is worth buying and what I think you should stay clear of from my own collection. So, you know, it's going to be purely honest because I'm insulting my own handbag collection and that's not done very often. So we are going to start, as I said, with the SLGs, and by the way, stick around till the end because I have a little unboxing. Now it's small, but it's still an unboxing, and yes, it's Louis Vuitton, so stick around to have a look at that. Now, without further ado, I want to start with the SLGs, and we are going to go from best to worst in my SLG collection. I don't have thousands of SLGs because I don't believe in them, so here we go. My first one and my most used is my 6-ring key holder. Would I recommend this baby to anybody? Yes, I would. As I said, if you were to buy 1 to 2 pieces, I would recommend this one for sure. You can see it has my keys inside, my little value cards and things from the supermarket. It has a little pocket here where I stash credit cards, and I always keep an extra little note. You never know where you might need this. So I always leave that in the back, plus little bank cards and things like that, and anything else I might need, receipts, and that goes into my bag. Brilliant. Don't get your bag scratched. You know where your keys are. They have a home and it's in this little beauty. Definitely worth it. Lovely gift for somebody. By the way, I know I have a lot of guys who watch as well, so this is really a nice little gift. Just as a little, you know, side kind of present for your loved one, lady or gent. Anybody would love that. Brilliant. My second SLG is the clay. Now this little beauty, I have to say, is also worth it. What I will say, caveat, that if you have the 6-ring key holder, there really isn't, I don't think, any use for or need for this clay. It's either one or the other. I know I have both and it's easy for me to say, but sometimes I carry both out. I'd stick a few cards in here or coins in here. As you know, I have the Bastia coin purse, sometimes I use that. But mostly I just bring this and off I go. And if I don't bring that, I'll bring this. So it's kind of one or the other. That is what I would recommend there. Brutal honesty. I would, particularly now that we're in the mini bags and we don't need to carry that much, it's kind of one or the other. They're both really, really good buys. Now I have a little recommendation for you. If you go for this guy, you don't want to spend all your hard-earned money, okay? I have a little solution. Look at this beauty. The very same as this. And the colors of this are just stunning, reminding you of a beautiful summer evening. You know, the sunset, the sunrise on one side and the sunset on the other side. A little stunner. And Dress Up Your Purse sent me this, so thanks so much, Melody. Really, really beautiful. It was a lovely little surprise. And look at this. Has the little key holder inside, and it is more flexible than the Louis Vuitton clay, and it's also a little bit bigger. Now this video is not about, obviously, anything other than Louis Vuitton, but I just wanted to show you a little alternative, much better price. So it just gives you an alternative to, you know, having both of these. You could own the 6-ring key holder, and then you could go with this and Dress Up Your Purse. As you know, the code is down below for 15% off if you want that. Now, so that is my recommendation. A great little piece, as I said, to hold your coins, and I have in there. But if you don't want to hold coins, or you just want to use one or the other one is brilliant, as I said. Now, moving on to number 3, I went with my cosmetic pouch. My PM size. It comes in the PM and the MM size, and I only got this recently, as you know. For those of you who watch my videos all the time, thank you very much, and to my new subscribers, thank you, and you're so welcome. I hope you're going to love it here. So this PM size, I have to say, I am finding amazing. I just have all my daily essentials in here. That makeup I use every morning, and I just leave it inside, and I'm loving this piece, and I was lucky enough to get it before the Louis Vuitton price rise. You know, we're all annoyed about them, but this shape is just the moon shape with the beautiful little tabs here, and it is a gorgeous piece that you can just leave on your vanity or grab and go. I really have to say I'm enjoying this piece. My number 4 piece most used is my mini pochette. Now, if you have one or the other, you don't really need both again, but just a recommendation that if you want one on your vanity and one as a grab and go, it's up to you. But this little one, as you know, is very difficult to find, and all prices will be on screen, by the way, in differences. And I would say to you to buy one or the other. You really don't need both, and I really mean that. Like, as I said, this one definitely does sit on my vanity, and I got it because I love the shape of it. But moving on then to this one can be used, as you know, as a little mini bag. A lot of people do that. It is so cute. I have to say I love it. I don't usually duplicate. You can call me a liar and go, Viv, you have 2 exactly the same Chanel 19 bags, and you know, what's that? Well, that is a complete one-off. And then what I am going to admit is, yes, I do have 2 of these. Now, this is my first one, the Damier Ben, and I love it. The reason I love it is because of the beautiful pop of colour on the inside. And you know this is a grab and go for me. I just adore this piece. But I really wanted it in the monogram as well. And to be honest, I got this as a backup. That's how much I love this piece. So, from all the ones I've mentioned so far, what I would recommend is the 6-ring key holder and the mini pochette. I just love. And then I would get my other little piece from Dress Up Your Purse. Why not? Go for a cheaper option. So yes, I did grab the monogram because I love this piece so much as a backup, and they keep going up in price. That is another thing I wanted to recommend. I know a lot of my audience, I have from 18-year-olds right up to 55 and 65-year-olds, and thank you so much. And I want to have something on this channel for all of you as something of value. And what I would say to the younger generation is start with a more, I know people will say it's a good entry piece or it's good whatever, but if you love one piece, don't go and select a piece because it's cheaper. Don't do that. Wait, save your money, don't side buy, and if you want to save up for this little piece rather than something smaller like the clay, well then wait and buy it. That is something I would recommend. Don't side buy, don't settle, don't think, oh, I'll just get this just while. Go for even the more expensive piece because the prices are still going to keep going up. You're going to want to, you know, scratch that itch. You know, if you buy something else, it's not going to scratch that itch. It's not going to be kind of settle everything and satisfy you. So I would say go for the piece that you originally want. Why I love this is because of the versatility of it. If you want to use it on holidays when we get to go away and leave the country again, that again, of course, you know, people are using these as little mini bags. And I have to say, I love this look. I know for sure when I go on holidays that I want to carry as little as possible. You're hot in the evening, you know, you've got a little strappy top on or strappy dress, and all you want to carry is your money and your keys, and that's it. So this beauty, this strap that I got again from Dress Up Your Purse, is a little dote that you can just stick on, just create your little side bag, hands-free. That's exactly how I like to be on my holidays, or even a grab and go wherever. But this little chain is gorgeous. They have lots of them, as I've showed you before in previous videos, and I've more videos coming up with extra little bits, so keep an eye. But if you want to grab that, the discount is down below. Now, moving on to number 5 is my Toiletry 26. Now, I love this piece, and again, grab it because the prices keep going up if that's what you want, but I love it because, again, this sits on my vanity. So see, well, what sits on your vanity, Viv? But this one holds or houses, if you like, my bigger pieces, like my powder. This is from Laura Mercier, translucent, my Charlotte Tilbury, Foam Star Bronze and Glow, my powders, things like that. I leave that and it just sits on my vanity and it just looks clean. And again, actually, I'm going to show you, I have a video coming up with this, a little surprise, so keep tuned for that. A lot of people wear this as a bag and I just think it's beautiful. I definitely use it. I'm delighted I got it. I love the size of it. It's flat if you want to pack it away. After that, I have gone with none other than the Toiletry 19. As you know, the toiletries come in 3 different sizes, the 15, the 19 and the 26 that I've just shown you. Now, I find the 26 and the 19 to be brilliant sizes. I didn't personally buy the 15 because I just felt that it was too similar to the mini pochette and there was no need for me to have that. Just don't bother doubling up. I know, as I said to you, I have just 2 duplicates, and that's the mini pochette and the Chanel 19. I adore those. They're complete exception to the rules. Apart from that, one of everything is more than enough. Now, this beauty, I would say buy it if you don't have the mini pochette. If you can't find the mini pochette, this is a brilliant, brilliant alternative. This one actually used to be mine, but was taken by my daughter who acquired it. And those of you out there who have sisters, I know my younger audiences are probably laughing, or that you've stolen your mum's, or mums out there, I'm sure you go, yes Viv, my daughter or son or whoever does that too. So inside you can see there I have a little organizer from Zumoni, and again that discount code is down below, and Katie has a few bits in here. Now, a little story about this, you will see on the inside, I washed this for Katie, it was filthy on the inside and it got a bit sticky, and as you can see now it's kind of felty, and the actual kind of glazing, the waterproof inside has come away from it. So it is a little bit banjaxed, so it's kind of perfect for a 14 going on 15-year-old to let her use it away, enjoy it, and that might be a little hint as to what's coming up, maybe. I don't know, so you'll have to stick around and see, I might be lying, never know. Now, the last 2 pieces in my SLGs, my second last piece is this little beauty, and you know I adore this little piece, is my round coin purse. I adore this piece, but it is the second last on my list because I don't use it very much. It's the Vivienne on the front, and she's having a great time in Venice. Lucky her. I wish we could all hop on her little boat there. It's got my headphones inside and that beautiful pop of blue, and this is my only piece in this. Look at, I don't use it that much, but this isn't going anywhere. I adore her. Would I recommend this piece? No, I would not recommend this piece. I don't think you get enough use out of it. If it's a case of you've got lots of cash on the side and you can spend money on what you like, absolutely go for it. It's a beaut. It's one of the reasons also I didn't go for the multi-pochette accessoire, because it has the round coin and it has the mini pochette and it has the pochette accessoire, and I have all of those separately, so there was no need for me to go and buy that. The last piece I love, but again I do not use enough, is my gorgeous Agenda PM multicolor. Now this is another piece if you're an agenda lover or a bit of a nerd like me. I like to write. Actually, when I did my video with Isabel Style, she was laughing at me when I sent her a list. She said, send me a list of your handbags and things like that. I did, and she was laughing because obviously a lot of people would email it. My list was completely handwritten. I just took a picture of it and sent it to her, and she was like, oh, I love the fact that you're old style. So anyway, yes, this is the Agenda PM. On the inside then I just have a few little, look, see, I haven't even written on it. Now it's gorgeous. Some people use this for their passport. I do love it. Maybe I'll use it a bit more in the future, but she's a little beauty. But if you're, you know, holding on to your money for different things, for bigger things, hold on to it. You won't get too much value out of it, particularly this size, I feel. Some people might, you know. I'm sorry, that's my dog. Hold on a second till we say hello. Charlie, come and say hello. Sorry, this is Charlie. Charlie, say hello. Just say hello. This is Charlie. He got groomed. Didn't you, Charlie? Say hello. Say hi. Hello. You were wondering what all the noise was. He says, I don't know what all the noise was. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry about that. I was wondering what the noise was and I forgot Charlie was in the room with me, as he is a lot. But anyway, that's my recommendation on the PM. And following on from there, we are going to start in the handbag collection, from best to worst, from most used to least used, what I would recommend, what I would tell you to kind of stay away from, not worth it. So for my number 1, I have gone with, as you can see, they're all here behind me, looking beautiful, and I've gone with none other than, yes, my number 1, practical, functional, value for money, let's be real here, not just pretty sitting on your shelf, is the Palm Springs Mini. As I said, for all the reasons that I have just mentioned, she's a little workhorse, she's brilliant, she's easygoing, she's carefree, she's worry-free, she's pretty, she holds a lot, she just crosses all the boxes. I would recommend this 100%. A lot of people had issues with the zip. This one is the newer one, so I didn't have that, thank God. Now moving on from there, number 2, what would I go with? And my number 2 most used bag from all of these beauties is none other than my beautiful Pochette METIS. Now you all know how much I adore Adore this bag. Maybe again, it's a little bit of a nerd in me that I love that she looks like a satchel and a school bag, and I just adore the shape of this. She's just perfect. Really, really perfect. And thank God, as you know, I had issues with my last one, but not this one. I keep the twilly on top. I just adore her, and I definitely use her. I love the size of the inside, and that is the strap of her. And again, inside I have the organizers from Zumoni there. So yes, I would absolutely recommend this bag. She's not for everybody. Some people might say, oh, she's kind of out of date. For me, she's practical, she's functional, the capacity is amazing. I think she's beautiful. She was very hard to get for a while, but now not anymore. So definitely I would recommend that bag to anybody. So I'm holding on to the strap of the Pochette METIS for a reason. I'm not that bad that I just hold on to things just for, you know, to play with them, you know. So I'm going to go with my Mini Speedy HL for my next pick. And the reason I'm going with this, and the reason that I'm holding on to the strap is, as you know, I use the Pochette METIS strap on my Mini Speedy HL, and I just love it. Again, the reason being, this bag is a little workhorse. It is, I mean, I can't get over the size of this bag in that, I mean, the size of it is one thing, but the capacity. It actually holds my phone. Where's my phone? There it is, right? There's my phone. As you know, it holds the phone, it holds everything, and it's a real little grab and go, this bag. And I love it for that reason. A lot of people do have the Nano Speedy and don't like the fact that you can't take these straps off. Well, obviously you can with this one, that's why I love it. Another beautiful little chain from Dress Up Your Purse, just to make it pretty. And off you go to the shops or wherever you want to go. So that's why I will recommend this one. She just holds enough, your keys, your phone. I mean, we're carrying less and less these days, you know. We're carrying our cards, you don't really need as much cash. I just think she's a little beauty, and for the price point, and look at the vachetta on mine, it's just gorgeous. The price point is amazing on this. I got mine for 700. I was very, very lucky, and you could be very lucky too. Just, you know, scour the markets. Vestiaire, brilliant. eBay, obviously be very careful. So that's what I would say about the Mini Speedy. She definitely works for me. So number 4 in my most used best, whichever you like to say, in my collection. Can you guess? Which do you think? Which do you think? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Number 4 is none other than, surprise, surprise, because I was thinking of letting this one go, my Pochette accessoire in the multicolor noir. Now, I was thinking about this, letting this one go, still kind of half thinking about it. Just love the colors, just love the size of this bag. This is great, as in, you know, again, pop your phone in. That is one of the reasons I really do love this bag, actually. Like, look at the size of the phone to the actual bag. There's lots and lots of room in there for more stuff. It's very practical, and because it's a vintage bag, you don't have to worry about it as much. Obviously, I'm using it more now since I got these beautiful straps, which I adore, particularly this one. This canvas strap, hello, is just amazing, and it's so comfortable, and it's from, again, Dress Up Your Purse, and this little one here is from Organize Your Bag. But I just want to show you again, why would I buy the multi-pochette accessoire? Because I have it right here, and I don't have the round dangly thing hanging out of me. I would definitely recommend this in this one, or in the original, obviously, monogram print, if you can get your hands on that one. But there's definitely alternatives if you can't get your hands on that one. Grab this one, or grab a MILLA clutch like I have here, which I think is they're so similar. I'll just show you in a second. They're quite similar, and they hold similar amounts in them, and it's just a really good alternative. The next one actually might surprise you a lot, and it's actually not on this shelf. So where is it, Viv? Where is it? I don't know. Charlie, do you know where it is? Charlie doesn't know where it is. I'll be right back. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the Vanity PM as you've never seen her before. Look at this beauty. Isn't she to die for? The back, the side, and the front. Okay, I've lost it. She's on the coffee again. So, as you can see, this is my stunning, and you might think, what the hell has she done to her beautiful bag? Yeah, my stunning Vanity PM that I haven't had a chance, or any of us, if you have it, had a chance to take out. So I was in my closet one day and I said to myself, I really want to put this bag to use because I love it. I really, really love it. So my makeup and brushes were sitting on my vanity. Obviously, all of them weren't in my cosmetic pouch or in my toiletry 26. So I said, what will I do with my brushes? What will I do with my lip glosses? What will I do with my mascaras? And then it went bing, light bulb moment. And I decided to get myself a little organizer again from Zumoni, as you can see inside, and organize my makeup brushes and put them standing on my vanity. In the meantime, I think this is a great idea for this bag, and I think if any of you would like a full video on this and see how I organize and my ideas inside, because I have, you know, little ideas to keep things right, straight up and beautiful. So that is my next pick, and I'm definitely getting use out of my Vanity PM that I didn't otherwise think that I would. Then my next most used best bag, you might have guessed, is none other than, yes, the MILLA clutch, and for reasons that I have just stated. She is a great size, the phone fits inside, and again, I love the hardware on the MILLA clutch. I just love the little print here, absolutely love it, and the font, and I love again my beautiful straps from Dress Up Your Purse. This one again is a beautiful oval kind of links chain on it. Throw it over and off you go on your holidays, walking down the street, wherever you're going. So handy. Now sticking with the number 6, on par with this one, and the reason it's on par, well, first of all, it's not mine, and second of all, if I had it, I think it would be number 6 as well, and it is the beautiful, stunning ALMA BB, and this is Katie's. I got her this for Christmas and she absolutely adores it, and it was a huge surprise. She just keeps it in her closet and she just can't wait to wear it. She wanted to wear it for Christmas, God love her, but sure, we couldn't go anywhere. But anyway, so I asked her, could I borrow it today? So she said I could. So this is what I was saying to you ladies, you know, if you have daughters, or, you know, you might like to buy them something, whether it's for Christmas or whether it's for, you know, an anniversary, or whether it's for an 18th or whether it's for a 21st. Just because you know Louis Vuitton, the prices are going to keep going up, and you know, just catch it now and either hold on to it for that occasion, maybe it be 5 years time. I think it's a really good idea. So if this is my number 6, because for me, if it was mine, I love this bag, but I just know that I wouldn't use it every day for my lifestyle at the moment. Maybe 5-10 years ago when I was doing lunches and out with the girls and all that kind of stuff, yes, I probably would have used it more, but now I'm kind of running to the shops at the moment anyway, and things like that, so I need a kind of very casual bag. So that would be a number 6 value-wise. Would I recommend the ALMA BB to particularly younger girls? Yes, I would. You might want to use it every day now, but again, you might want to hold on to it. It's a beautiful silhouette, it's a classic bag. Particularly the younger girls, I think, would use it a lot. And for us older women out there, go for it as well. It's a classic bag at the end of the day. Now, number 7, from all these beauties of bags that you know, we don't have many left here, are my kind of least used at this stage. Well, we'll move on to my Lucky BB. Now, you know I love this bag. She is a little dote. I really do love her. She's gorgeous, but I just haven't been using her, and it's probably because I have a lot of bags, a lot of mini bags, a lot of small bags that I'm using instead. So unfortunately, would I recommend this bag? The answer is no. I know Amber Ashley has this bag. I'm sure you've watched her on YouTube. She's gorgeous. She loves this bag. Don't get me wrong, I love it too. I'm sure all my original subscribers would know the story. I actually bought this. This is a great example for you younger girls out there and anybody else who might be interested, even though I do think this is a beautiful bag. I side bought on this bag in that I was looking for my Pochette METIS, couldn't get my hands on it anywhere, and in the end I didn't give up, as you can see, but this one I bought instead to keep me going, to scratch the itch, to do all the above, and it didn't. It was beautiful, I still love it, but I'll be very honest, and I would say to anybody, I mean, go for it. It's a stunner if you don't have any of these bags. It is beautiful. All the bags are beautiful, but I'm just being honest with you. My view, my opinion is no, I wouldn't recommend it. There you go, just being honest. 2 more to go. Says you, well, Viv, let me think. decide or imagine which they could be. Well, I've only got 2 left, plus you have to wait around for the opening, for the unboxing. So now my last 2, and it was very difficult between these 2 because I love them, love all my bags, but look. Yes, my number 9 least used was my NEONOE. I adore this bag. She's a stunner. Now, come on, we're going to give me a little bit of leeway here because look, we haven't been traveling, and I think I would have used her if I had have gone traveling, or you know, the world was in a better kind of place. But I haven't been using it, and even if I was traveling, I have my Alaya, my tote bag. But I do love this because she's softer than the Alaya, and you know, she is so spacious on the inside. She's a dote. And you're going to say, well, Viv, right, so would you recommend her? To be honest, if you have a tote, she's just stuffed there at the moment. If you have a tote, I would go tote or this bag. Also, it depends on if you work outside the home. It also depends on, like if you're a mom, as in have babies and bring bottles and nappies, this is a brilliant bag. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Go for it. If you're a younger person who's going to, you know, college and needs kind of to bring a laptop, which would fit in here, or an iPad, go for it. If you're traveling a lot, go for it. If you're at home, working from home, as I am, you don't need a lot of, well, you don't need a lot of bags for it, full stop. None of us do. Let's be honest here. Let's be real honest. I'm just going to say I don't need a bag of this size. Well, too many of them. But now when I'm traveling, obviously I will. So to people that have a tote, or I would say go for a tote or this, to be honest. You don't need both. You really, really don't. What do you need 2 big bags for? She's a beauty. I love her. I'm not going to get rid of her anytime soon. But just being honest on the ranking of where I think she should be. And now she's very practical, very functional if you're using her. But at the moment I'm not. So check back in when the world opens and we're all back to normal. And I'll let you know the update on the NEONOE. So obviously, process of elimination here. The last one, last but not least, is this beauty. I have been looking at this beauty lately going, should I let her go? I don't know, comment down below, let me know. Because I love this bag. She's a classic. She's been around for so many years. You know, Audrey Hepburn loved the Speedy. Well, I think hers was the Speedy 25 she loved. I've got my little luggage tag, my little bag charms. These are other things not to buy. I only have one of them, so I'm not that bad. Don't buy them. Waste of money. They're pretty. If you want one, that's it. That's all I have is one. I wouldn't go and buy loads of these things. And actually, I'm going to do a video on things I wouldn't buy, and that will be coming up soon. So stick around for that one. And then on the inside, the beautiful, I love it so hard. It's such a gorgeous bag, such a hard decision. The red on the inside, the red organizer from Zumoni. I did use this, I told you before, with for my daughter at her feshes and carry all her stuff. That's the little bandouliere strap. And I think it's a great bag. But again, I have this, I have my NEONOE, and I have my tote. How many big bags do we need? But again, it's just really, really hard, and I don't want to have seller's remorse, so that's the only reason I'm not getting rid of her yet. Plus the prices keep going up, so I'd be kind of pretty mad. But again, stay tuned because there could be a vlog sale, another one. As you know, I've got rid of a lot of stuff this year. That is the honest truth of what I think is worth buying and what I think isn't, particularly with SLGs. Do not buy too many SLGs. It's not worth it. Anybody here on the luxury community, you can ask any of the girls, they will say the same. We've all bought them. Thank God I've literally really only bought one of each, and that was plenty and even too much, because sometimes you're looking at, and you can only carry so much in your bag. But we're not always practical. You know, sometimes we just need a little lift me up or a little treat or things like that. Now, without further ado, last but not least is my beautiful little unboxing. And inside here, let's see what we have. Oh, and I didn't give you my fragrance of the day either. I'll tell you that in a second if you're interested. But inside here is, she's just small, little small, and I waited for you guys obviously to open her up and to reveal, you might have guessed already, is the beautiful Toiletry 19. And look, you know why I've gone for her. I was telling you before. There she is. Oh, where's this one made? Oh, this is made in Spain. The rest of my items are made in, can you see that there? are made in France, is because the other one that Katie is using got ruined. So I said, look, it is a great piece. Before there's any more price increases, I wanted to get it, and there is the washable interior there. So it was just, as I said, to replace this one here that is completely just old and wrecked, I suppose, is the honest truth of it, but perfect for a 14-15-year-old. What do you think? So that is my little unboxing, and then if you're interested, ladies and gents, I want to show you my fragrance of the day, which was inside the Toiletry 19. So it is none other than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. This is a little beauty. She has notes of citrus and fruity and white roses. It's like feminine, reminds me of the Mediterranean, sunny days, and it's just majestic. It really is fresh and beautiful and perfect for the summer. Oh, this is a stunner. Actually, I've heard the Light Blue Intense is even better. I don't have that one, so let me know if you have it. That is my fragrance of the day. That will be linked down below, and that's it. That is my entire Louis Vuitton collection, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who has given me support since the end of last July when I started my channel. We hit 4,000 subscribers. Woohoo! A couple of weeks ago, and that is all down to your support. So I really, really appreciate. So keep liking, keep commenting, and hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button, because that really helps. It helps all of us here on YouTube. We do this, you know, for free. So you help us by liking, subscribing, and I hope I'm bringing you some value. And that's it for this week. Let me know what you would like next. I have lots of great ideas. By the way, I was also asked to do wardrobe tours. I'm going to do it. Talk about my shoes, do a shoe collection. I'm going to do it, more makeup. I'm going to be doing all those. I really want to do some money videos with you as well, because I know they're really helpful and I want to bring you as much value as I can. So till next time, be safe, be kind, be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah.